Great. Thank you, Chair Roush, Chair Barber. Thank you, and the members of the committee. My name is Patrick Herron. I'm the Executive Director at the Mystic River Watershed Association. I'm here to speak in strong support of Bill H 1046, an act relative to combined sewer overflows. This bill directly addresses the urgent need to eliminate combined sewer overflows, which are among the largest releases of untreated wastewater in Greater Boston. Think tens and hundreds of millions of untreated sewage into your local waterways. These discharges are not just an environmental nuisance, they are a public health crisis. Recent research by Jagai et al. And Beth Haley and Wendy Heiger-Bernays of Boston University have correlated CSO discharges in the Merrimack River with gastrointestinal illnesses in the local communities, even not associated with drinking water, but maybe aerosol-borne. It's also an environmental justice issue, as Nathan Sanders of the Berkman Center of Harvard completed analysis recently that showed that if you're a minority or you're poor, you have between a 3 and 4 times more likelihood that you live in an area with combined sewer overflows. There's probably no better place to see the nexus of these issues than at Alewife Brook, where we see tens and hundreds of millions of gallons of untreated sewage in a waterway that's about as wide as a few of your desks, and where the problems will be exacerbated by climate change. That if we don't do anything, by 2050, we expect those discharges to be 4-fold. So we speak in favor of this bill, which provides the framework and the reporting to direct us toward eliminating these by a reasonable date of the 2050 time period. This is a vital public investment that we need today for a predictable surge in pollution tomorrow. Thank you very much for hearing our testimony, and I'd like to just give additional endorsement for Bill 1040 on recycled chrome rubber in playgrounds. We've submitted testimony for that bill as well.
Thank you so much, Chair Roush and Chair Barber and members of the committee. My name is Emily Norton. I'm the Executive Director of the Charles River Watershed Association. We've been around, this is our 60th year, and have been there every step of the way in advocating for a cleaner Charles. And we've made great progress, but the work is not done. And that's the value of this bill in our watershed as well as across the state. So I was at my home away from home, the Newton Tate, the other day, and a woman next to me saw my sticker and said, "Oh, I love the Charles River. My son sails with community boating." And I was like, "Oh, that's so wonderful. Did you know there's still raw sewage going into the river every time it rains?" Suffice to say, she was not aware of that. When people hear this, they're shocked. They're shocked that in 2025, in Boston and Cambridge, where we have Harvard and MIT and we're the innovation state, that we would still allow this. There is swimming in urban rivers all over the world, Switzerland, Austria, Willamette River in Portland, Oregon. And yet here in Boston, we still have sewage going into our rivers. So we've made great progress and we celebrate that, but we're coming to you because the job is not done, and frankly, the work is stalling. It's been variance on top of variance on top of variance. You all create, maybe not you individually, but this body created the Massachusetts Water Resources Authority. If you wanted to send that message that you really value getting the work done, that would go a huge way. They need to hear that, and I am very, very confident that our residents would support their tax dollars and their ratepayer dollars going there. And I know costs are a huge issue, but I think if you were to ask people in the 80s, "Hey, should we spend $5 billion to clean up the harbor, clean up the rivers?" People might have been like, "Well, that's a lot of money." Nowadays, who would question that? I grew up in the watershed. I remember when the river smelled like poop. I remember when the harbor reeked. We have transformed the quality of life in Greater Boston with as clean as we've gotten it. Now imagine on a hot day, regardless of your income level, you could just jump in the river. Wouldn't that be amazing? We can actually do that, but we really do need your help.